Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is WILLAN, and today we're going to be talking about how one can get started or can invest in the National Stock Exchange, that is the NSE in Kenya. This comes after I had posted another video on TikTok where a couple of my friends asked me to elaborate on this and talk more about how they can go about it. So indeed, in short, this is a step-by-step process of how one can get started from scratch in investing in the national stock market, the National Stock Exchange, or what is more known as the National Securities Exchange in Kenya. Please do understand that personally I am not a financial advisor, and this is just general knowledge of the things that I know. So let's get into it. The first step to be able to trade in the National Stock Exchange or the Nairobi Stock Exchange, you will need to open an account with CDSC, that is the Central Depositories and Settlement Corporation. And opening a CDS account normally involves a very short process in which you are required to submit a few documents. A CDS account is supposed to be able to help you in transferring or unsettling of bonds and shares. The things that are required for you to have so that you can be able to open an account is: 1, a valid ID or passport; 2, you will be required to have a proof of residence, that is something like a bank statement, a utility statement, or an equivalent. The other thing is that you'll be required to have a valid KRA PIN. So with these 3 things, you can be able to open an account with the CDSC, and the process is as simple as possible. And in a few days, your account will be ready, and you'll be able to move now to the second step. So after you are done with step 1, you can now move on to the second step, which generally involves you choosing a good stockbroker for you. That is a stockbroker that you find fit, and you can find stockbrokers on the National Securities, the Nairobi Securities Exchange website. That is, they are listed on the invest column, where you will on the mobile and online trading. There are several of them, and they are categorized based on which mode of trading that they offer. Some are on the online trading mode, and others offer modes of trading in iOS and Android, that is on an app. So depending on your preference, that is how you will choose a stockbroker who works for you. Now, apart from this, there are other things that you need to consider before choosing a stockbroker. But the first thing is always make sure that they are regulated and that they follow the guidelines that are set by the Kenya Markets Authority. So just if you pick them from the NSE, that means that they are generally verified and they have checked to make sure that those people have all the necessary documents. So the other things that can come as a factor into you choosing a good stockbroker, apart from the mode of trading, are the rates at which they offer, if there are any maintenance fee, other charges, and good customer care service, which is a very big thing for me. I generally need a stockbroker who I can be able to call up, who I can be able to talk to, so that they can guide me. So the one thing that you have to know is that the first and second step are generally synonymous. By this I mean that you don't generally need to go from step 1 to step 2. You can get started with finding a good stockbroker, and then the stockbroker, most of the stock brokerages offer services such as opening CDS accounts for their clients. What they will generally ask you for is the same things that the CDS will ask from you. They'll send you papers, that is the CDS1 form. They'll send you, they will ask for your KRA PIN, they will ask for a copy of your passport or ID, and a proof of residence. You submit this to your stockbroker, they go forward to the CDSC, and they get an account open for you, and then they get a client account open for you from their end, and you can start now trading. Some of the stockbrokers, such as AIB, AXYS, will offer easier ways for you to get started with opening a CDS account. That is, the way that they open an account for you is generally online. You are not required to fill out any forms or such. What they need from you are your details in full, and you provide them online. Just go to AXYS, and on their platform, all you need to do is go on the register or open a new trading account. You need to wait to open a new account, and they will just ask for your details from here, and you just fill out all the details like your name, your national ID, and a couple of other things that they require from you. Submit, and after that they will open an account for you, and it's just that simple. Doing your research is one of those things that is generally a must when you are trading. Any form of trading, even forex or cryptocurrency or any other form of trading that you can think of. Doing your own research is one of those pivotal things that you always need to take very carefully, because you make the wrong move and the loss is on you. So you don't listen to anyone, don't take advices just as easily. This is your money. Make sure that you always do very good research. Go into the details, go into the nitty-gritty of that category. If you're planning on investing on a certain company, make that extra mile and go into the depth of researching on the performance of that company, the analysis by financial advisors, the performance, the other things that such as the dividend disposal, earnings, and the capability of that company, and things such as if there have been any recent changes in the company, if there were cases that make people mistrust that company. All those are things that can play some role in how the market fluctuates for that certain company. Good places that you can find such information and that you can find good advice, and you can be able to look at the past performance and judge for yourself are mystocks.co.ke. This is one of those places where generally you find such information provided, and it's a good app. Also, they have also a mobile app, which is the one that I use. A very good place to find this information. There is also investing.com. That's another place where you can find such information. There is the NSE app itself and the NSE website itself. They also offer a few charts and performance of the companies, their drops, their gains, and also they do give like things like financial headlines, financial news, and market highlights. All these are very good things for you to be able to keep in mind before purchasing or selling your stock. So that's generally it. Make sure that you always do your own research. Make sure that you are informed, and as a rule of thumb, invest in the things that you are interested in. This keeps you in the know. Another place to get advice would be from stockbroker newsletters. That is, if you're using a certain stockbroker, they do provide a few newsletters on what to look after and such things. So those newsletters are usually very informative when it comes to how companies are performing and what to look out for. Another thing is also always make sure that you look at the statements from the companies or from the places where you're looking to invest. Look at how they've been performing. Normally statements and records will always be provided by companies because they are public companies, so these things will always be out there. Just look out for them, revise them, go through them, and see how a company has been performing. Now, the final step, this is where you do the actual trading. Here you make a deposit into your account. Stockbrokers will generally give you the information, the account details of how you go about depositing money into your account so that you can be able to trade. Like I said before, there are very many ways of trading. You can call your stockbroker. You can also trade through the online trading platform, or you can use the mobile trading platform. Now, after you have deposited the money will reflect in your account, in your account, and you just head there, log in with the details provided, and look for the company that you wish to trade in. Now, the companies are listed on the market, so just head to the market and look for the company. At this point, I hope that you've already done your research, and just pick the company, head to the making a party and make the purchase. The process is pretty simple. After you've purchased, they will give you a subtotal of everything, and including the commissions and the fees and other fees, that nothing to worry about. So after you're done with that, execute the order, and once the order goes through, 2 or 3 days it takes for a purchase to be settled. After it's settled, the shares are deposited into your CDS account, and just like that, voila, you are now a stakeholder in a certain company, and you are an investor in the Nairobi Securities Exchange. So another important app that I might have forgotten to talk about is the CDSE app, mobile app. Now this is an app where you can check and look for the securities in which that you've invested in, and look at the amounts, and in which, if for example you have more than one stockbroker, you can just go on there and check on how they are performing, how much you have in each stockbroker. The other thing also, they do announce corporate actions in this app, so it's a very good app to have if you are getting started as an investor, to always keep track of all the shares that you have purchased and what is in your securities account. So now I do hope that you have learned something, and you'll get started in investing in the National Securities Exchange, or that is the Nairobi Securities Exchange. Say that you find yourself in need of my help, please don't hesitate to reach out on my Twitter handle in the link, or in Instagram, or leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to follow up and give you some advice. Thank you for being with me this far, and thank you for watching this video. I hope that you've enjoyed and learned something. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. And that's it for this one. I hope that I see you in the next one, guys. Peace.